I'm in. Let's go. Oxygen not included. And of course, people of chat, mic check. 1, 2. 2 legit city on the mic. Y'all know what it is. It is Oni time, boys. We are going to be getting back into the frozen Demolier. We're on cycle 69. Let's load that back in. So this is the playthrough that we're doing where we modded in the Demolier Meteor. So we're going to be getting hit by Demolier while we're on the frozen Ceres Mini Cluster. And we are in. So of course, y'all know what it is. This is the frozen planet. Let me pause really fast. We have all the new tech. So we have smokers. Smokers solve the CO2 problem that we have with these guys. So it's kind of nice, not gonna lie. Outside of that, we're on the ice planet, a lot of liquid ethanol. We just tapped in the polluted water. That's 30 degrees, so we're trying to keep it cool. But because of the polluted water right here, I feel like this is always gonna break. So we might want to do something with this. And instead of doing a infinite pressure tank, maybe we do a different design. Because I'm worried that the water here freezes and then we have a bad time. Like, even though we have a liquid lock, that liquid lock is cold and that's chilling the air. And I can't vacuum it because it's polluted water. Fun times. So we got some of the other story traits here. We're just going to leave them alone. We already have the teleporter. Alveo Vera. Everyone here on the first planet's kind of chilling. Demolier's on its way. If it does hit us, we are screwed on this planet because it's going to bop our printing pod. Bad time. So we have to shoot it down. Second thing is, we have no way of getting biofuel, biodiesel. So either you get petroleum or you do tallow from the seals. These guys. Now, we got lucky. There's actually oil right here. So once we're able to generate oxygen like we are now, we'll be able to start getting oil, send it back to the first planet. But we're probably going to start processing a lot of this stuff here, to be honest. Why am I building an airflow tile there? Well, it is what it... Oh, we're building a storage here of some sort. I think CO2 pump. I think that makes sense. But yeah, for the most part, y'all, this is our playthrough so far. As you can see, there is kind of a temperature issue with the top and bottom. I might want to do some weird setup just to line it up a little bit better. But yeah, this area is kind of cold because of the temperature that it's at. We'll see what we could do though. Because I feel like I might actually want to do something weird where we line this up so we don't have to worry about the -50. But at the same time, it's like, how do I really want to do that? Because my teleporters are inside. That's kind of a pain, right? Either way, we were struggling here for the longest time because we didn't have oxygen, and now we do, so it's kind of nice. We have some sweaters here. I have to send more people over soon. And then what we're going to be doing right now is we have to support the second planet with the first planet. So they're going to be doing their stuff, which is brushing, keeping the water topped off, feeding the Alveo Vera plants, saying hello to the mammoths. And for the most part, they're just going to be chilling here for a while. We have wood being made from the floxes. We're shearing, we're doing the stuff. We have a lot of food. Just tap the geyser. Probably want to tap this next. But yeah, we're at the point of the game where we're trying to realistically try to make petroleum so that we can start making the blast shot stuffs. But yeah, we're going to need some more labor to really get that done. This is available. We got to send someone. All right, so let's think about this for a second. We do on this planet ranching, supplying, cooking, researching. So those people have to stay. So Ada does supplying, digging. Someone with dig skill on this side. Karanik is staying. If that's the case, I probably do send Ada. Digging skill's nice. She can't do art, which is okay. And for the most part, she would help us out with digging. I might want to start getting some deodorizers, clean up the toilet water stuff. What are we teching up right now? Oh, some gas tech. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I probably do want a tile here. Just to keep up a little bit more CO2. What's going on, Jules? Your geyser is with the Escher waterfall. Do they survive all the loading states, or are they breaking sometimes? They survive all loading states. The infinite pressure Escher waterfall setup has never broken unless your liquid on the top right here off gases, in which case mine's does. So you run into the issue where if you don't pressurize the gas above it, it will off gas until it fully evaporates and then it breaks out. Outside of that, my second problem is the temperature. It's too cold for the pea water to stay liquid, so we might freeze and then this breaks. Funny thing with that is we could technically still be okay if we just have a heavy liquid here, heavy gas, so that it doesn't actually move. That's possible, but I don't think we're going to try to do that. Oh no, bro, I forgot to hit the teleporter. Jules, hope you're having a good one. Appreciate you for tuning in. But yeah, never break. Never break. Alright, we're gonna start having some alveo vera here. We have food inside. Alright, so right now our goal is we're gonna warm up the planet so that our oil here doesn't stay solid. And one of the things is we need to stop the cold from the top of the map from leaking down. So the big thing we probably want to do is start doing the sulfur geyser right here. I want to do weird strat. So we're going to do some weird strat stuffs. They're going to be building this so that it could be self-powered and no one has to run the wheel anymore. Otherwise, this is the only way to generate oxygen. This was such a struggle, man. This O2 setup. I remember when we were making this, I was like, dude, this is such a struggle. Either way, though, I want to dig all the ice stuff so it falls down, and then we just have a open electrolyzer just generate oxygen. We're going to try to keep the hydrogen where the generator is and above. And we're just going to try to pressurize that with the gas pump. They're going to do everything they need to here. We have the food. I want to lower the oxygen down, so we do that by probably redoing our CO2 pit slightly. There's a couple things here I probably want to redo. And you know what? We will. And I think we'll do the sand tiles like that. But we'll do it like this first. We'll do those three. This is basically just going to be a giant CO2 pit. And then we'll sweep some stuff out, make sure the water is not inside. What I mean by water is ice. And then we need to make sure that nothing falls in. Kind of have like a lip/drip setup. And then we'll probably just do the CO2 pit, right? It's filled CO2 down. And then dig around it. And then probably put a CO2 pump on the outside. And we're going to probably just pump the CO2 into a reservoir like this. Right, it just makes sense. The big thing is, though, I think we're going to warm up this side and keep this planet cold. So we're going to need to send the spawn water through, which is what our plan's going to be. And the water is going to go to the second planet. We'll try to keep this cold So it might make sense to send the ice from the first planet back to the second planet, back to the first. Joya Seeds, Oxalites, Supply Research Ranch. I think I have 2 ranchers, right? 1 rancher. Okay, we do have 2 ranchers. Bubbles, be ranching, nice. So the 2 ranchers, because we need ranching on this planet. And then I don't want the boop, take the joy seeds. We built a tile there to hold up the CO2 a little bit better. It's not bad, it's not bad. And then we're trying to keep the CO2 from piling up here by just having a couple of alveoveras. We have to do some maintenance here for the foodstuffs, but I'm not too worried. This is just basically to get food into the second planet, right? And then while we're doing this, the play that we're going to try to do is very likely tap into this geyser. So probably want to do this. We'll release a little bit of H2, but has to be done. Let's keep that. That actually might be better like this. We might get a little bit of hydrogen trap there. And then from here, we could build these tiles. I probably want at least the ladder here. We need to keep these guys busy, right? I don't want them idle. So we're very likely just going to make sure they're sustaining themselves. We're going to need to tap the second geyser, because we should. And then we just need to make sure we help out the second planet. So the majority of what we're going to do today is going to be trying to stabilize this side. We have a big goal of pushing down the CO2. And the best way to do that, very likely, is digging this down. No beds for these guys. They don't deserve it yet. One of these days, we will get them a bed, though. As you can see, we have the alveovero plants there trying to eat up some of the CO2. While that's a thing, and that uses up the ice, I probably want to eventually just pump it up. Pump it out. Alright, and there's Demolier. We have 130 cycles, boys. We need to think about how we want to do this. Alright, so we could go from the ladder side, ladder up top. All this is feasible, so we probably just dig all this. And then we might just put the sleet wheat grain in a fridge right here. And the logic's simple. We want the sleet wheat grain to be used later on, and we probably grow it on the first planet. I think we do that. What? No, the water's spilling out. I didn't realize that. We probably want to dig down, so get the ladder done, go down to there, and then want to dig this out. We do lose a little bit of water, but it's fine. We want this to keep producing, so we need the space below to be dug out so we can have a decent time. We got to release some of the hydrogen, but it shouldn't be a lot. Oh no, bro, it broke. Now ethanol is heavier, and this is dormant for a while, so we have... God damn it, dude. Ah, crap. Boys. Boys. The water broke, boys. They don't think it be like it is, but it do. Alright, we could do something for the memes, because we are having radiation here. We could build a storage bin for the water to be pumped through, because we're eventually going to want to sieve it. It does make the most sense to run it like this. And then what we do is we just keep the water close to the crash site, because the water right here is going to get purified by the radiation. And then all we got to do is build the tiles on top of insulated to slow down heat transfer from inside of the bin and outside. And then the pipes don't break as often. We just got to do a little bit of heat management here. We probably also want to build a wall here at some point to keep the hydrogen kind of in its place. And then we just need everything to be done. We sent over some iron, good stuff. We just need 1 hydrogen to spawn this up. This is on priority 9. We just need to really just build a lot of the stuff here though. Like that. And then all we got to do is jumpstart this slightly and we'll be okay. I guess we do want some automation here. Oh, I don't have a gas element sensor. We're almost done with the tech. We'll probably grab that next. We'll probably grab that now. We don't even really need the other stuff. We get bonbon trees coming from the sky. Good times. Good news though, this didn't break, so it's not really a big deal. We just gotta pump up all the water. Bad news though is that the heat's going down because it warmed up the ethanol. That's so funny. There's a lot of heat here because of the amount of water. I really do want to send that to the second side. What is this? Dig this. Ignis. And we got the spill. Let's go. 2 doors and a quick vacuum. The gas off gases though. That's the problem. We got pea water, man. They do the off gas. Oh, you're saying to create the vacuum there? Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I'm just saying that the vacuum in here doesn't do anything. That's all I'm saying. You're saying to just put a vacuum door setup right there, right? I guess, yeah, that makes sense. Either way, though, it's too late to really do that. It's not really going to do anything either at this point. So we have to deal with the water first. I probably also need to sweep a lot of this stuff out. Believe it or not, man, I came up with that strat. The double mech door setup. And then doing a door vacuum that you could put literally on top of the liquid lock. Came up with that 3 years ago. The simple vacuum door, man. It's been a long time. Starving? No way. Are you not allowed to eat here? Is it a poop issue? I think he was just pooping, right? Bladder's still full. Oh god. Alright, so we just need someone to run the wheel. But they're on downtime right now. We'll let them do its thing. Starvation. Classic breathing issues. Please. Oh, just stole the poppers. Okay, that works. Okay, it's work time. Someone needs to run the wheel. We just need some power here to get this started. There we go. $90, $55. Oh, that's not connected. Okay, there we go. Even the wheel could support both, so this is fine. And now once we get enough hydrogen, we'd be self-sustaining. The big thing is just making sure we don't pump up oxygen. Yep, automation's working. We're starting to get a little bit of a buffer. Not bad. Start digging out a little bit. We have ladders, so a lot of this is okay. I guess we keep some of the solids here and we just start trimming the bottom side. We'll eventually get proper water in with the pipeline. Alright, so looks like I need to chill out for that. We need to grab gas element sensor, which we just got. And we'll put it right here. Alright, once we build that, which should be good. We just need to dig stuff out at this point. You should name it so it's easier to communicate. What are we naming? The door trick? I already have a video though. And it's just called the vacuum door lock. This went with the most generic setup as possible. I was like, yeah. Wait, is this a proper solid door? Can we have this open? It looks like the CO2... This is like solid door, huh? Oh, it sucks. Alright, we digging as much as we can. Feels good now that we have spawn. H2 is going up. Oh, that's nice. And once we get the oxygen low enough, the food's going to be in a better position. Oh, this got built. Let's go. We want a tile there. Probably here afterwards. And then I probably do this. We're just going to create a little pocket space. To make sure we have CO2 in there, right? That's it. Research is done. Nice. Grab the AQ. Want to dig a lot of the other stuff. Almost done with this. Hydrogen. So that when we detect hydrogen on this tile, we pump it up. Alright, how is this planet? No one's idle. Good stuff. We're still sweeping some items. Food's okay right now. We have a lot of food. We're not even making anything with the meat. Feels bad. Veggie poppers is the food of choice. Oxygen's pretty healthy. Can't be mad. Starvation. 8 on the second planet. That's fine. I probably want deodorizers to take care of some of the polluted oxygen we have right here. I feel that makes a lot more sense. Please tell me you could reach the foods. I hate how you always want to eat by the electrolyzer up top. We need to put a meal hall down here as soon as we can. Oof. And then we gotta start processing the oil. That's gonna be the next big thing. We need more oils. The thing about the area down here is that we need to warm it up as well. So we need to somehow warm up the area. We are trying to electrolyze, which is gonna be hot, right? But it's like, it's only so much gas that you're making. So while it's getting better, it's slow to get better. But yeah, it's pushing down. Oxygen is getting included. Someone do this. Thank you. Dig that out. We can dig the entire platform here out. Preserves. Sure, we'll put it here. I guess we should be taking more dupes because we have the ability to feed and create the oxygen for them. That's probably a good thing, right? Getting more dupes, just more people able to work. Once we have the hydrogen there. So Operation Warm Up Second Planet. We'll eventually get the labor to start sending back the ice, which we haven't been able to do because this is disabled still. We're going to be moving some stuff on the sides. Maybe we don't really care about these as much, just because we could dig down now. And that means, let's do this. We're going to start creating the design based off of the left side. So normally it's going to look something like that. We probably want to dig it like that. And then because of how this is, I might want to do something like that. Basically, since the liquid spawns here, if I put the tiles down here, it's always going to... I mean, it's not going to matter in the vacuum one. Should be fine, should be fine. Double gas. Yeah. And then we want to go below. Let's build a ladder here so that we go from here to here, then to there. And then we can put a ladder there later to replace it. We'll still need to dig a little bit low to have the gases fall down, but this should work out pretty well. Little bit of polluted oxygen. We're getting deodorizer tag, so it should be a little bit better. Looks like there's a slight thing with rot piles that I might want to deal with. Seem to be alright though. 83 kgs. We could dump that out if we need to. Luckily for me, that's still dormant. This is gonna take a while. Oxygen is going down. The world's healing. Should be able to dig all that. Let's get the bin built soon. Ada's always starving. And it's because she keeps wanting to path up here where it's warm to eat. We need to start getting a proper meal hall here. No research. AQ time. Okay. Just want to make sure we can dig out as much as we can. Start digging off the left side as well. We basically just need to create space here for oxygen to be better. This got built, so we probably want to start digging that. Little bit of radiation. Fun times. Alright, so it's very likely we need like that, like this, like that. And then pipe here, I just don't know how that connects. This is gonna probably go up here now, we hold it. I feel like that makes a lot of sense. And then we just have a little bit of water, and then we don't have to melt ice anymore, which is kind of nice. H2, it's starting to balance out. I just need the oxygen to be able to move a little bit more freely. We're also warming it up for the Sweetle so they don't die. It's a little bit close to their body temps. We could jump here and then climb up. We're able to build that out. We probably want to sweep those items out. And I guess we could just put the reservoirs here. Do the setup like this. Cut that part. And then just have this go down. Shouldn't matter too much how that works. And we're just trying to have the water here ready to pump out. At some part, we'll upgrade into a proper spawn, but we want this open just to warm up the map for now. Alright, we got the bottle emptier. I'm gonna want to try to get a little bit of liquid oil. Try to get that done. Okay, dig this out. We're gonna want to dig out everything down there as well. Oh, this got built, nice. Alright, let's move out the stuff. And then if possible, try to build this out. Basically CO2 pit, right? And then once we need more food, you put more food right there. Temporary setup. Alright, so these guys have their job set up for them. We're back trying to make the geyser storage on the side. Alright, so this got done. We can dig this now. This also means that I'm probably digging this. The hydrogen's gonna want to leave at some point. We dig that, put a ladder there, and then I probably dig down the bottom layer. We need to create space for the water to keep spilling so we could do the tank at the bottom. Similar to this, but better. Because it's going to be in a proper vacuum on the inside, there's going to be no worry about the water freezing. Okay, so we got deodorizers now. I do want to have one of these here. Okay, and then I probably want to buy the toilets. Cool. Not really powering too much. Rock crushing iron just to get some stuff. Mammoth patties. Phosphorite. Alright, we have 43 tons to keep the pike apples growing. I might have to start ranching these guys soon, though. Oh, this guy's old. Elderly. Feels bad. Haven't used the ethanol yet, but I think that's okay. There we go. Yeah, you could still climb in, climb out. So it works out pretty well. Dig that as well, and then probably all of the side. Yeah. CO2 is getting converted, so can't be mad. Got some light sources. I just gotta start pumping out the waters. Oh, that's done. Nice. Almost ready. Let's go. Sleet wheat grain. I need to make sure they're not rotting in any way, shape, or form. So look at this. We want that done first before we build that. This would be after that at 6. And then the next thing I want would be an alignment here. Logic's pretty simple. We're just trying to create ladders so that when we dig out all the ice, we still have a path to the solids. And then we got to start shipping stuff back and forth. Once I get oil for this, we're going to open up the sulfur geyser just to let it erupt. That's going to be part of the play. This is not cold enough for the oil to solidify, so we should be all right. Looking back at the tech tree, I probably do want to grab oil while we'll eventually need it. Yeah, we're still working on that. No one's idle, so it's good. They all got jobs. They're all working. Pretty good, pretty good. Wait, what in the world? This filled up with sleet wheat that fast? My god. I might need another storage. We'll put it in the food box. Might as well get it started. We have a lot of sleet wheat, it looks like. That's basically a lot of food then, because we could just convert that. As long as you don't get stuck, my dude. Alright, we have to let it spill for now. Can't really do too much. Lot of floxes. This is a good thing. It's a good thing. Calories are at 73. I'll probably need to do a delivery of food soon. Start moving out a lot of the ice from this area, dude. It's filled with oxygen now. It's so nice. Good times, good times. We could also start saying hello to the Sweeto babies. 24. So this is not too cold. We should actually try to open that up. So we'll do that right there. This is going up 52 kgs. It was at 26 earlier, so it's looking nice. All we gotta do is make sure we have water. Copy paste. All the sleet wheat grain in the world. So we probably do the rad bolt tack on the side. We have 2 crash satellites right there. And the heat's just gonna be good for us. So we'll probably want to do rad bolt like somewhere down below. Just use the rad bolts here, shoot it down, makes sense. I probably want to get more toilets though. But we're going to be doing a little digging first. Create some space, left side. Can't climb up there yet. Moving the grains, building the stuff. Alright, so we're just going to be uncramping the little babies, because they be cramped. Bad times for them. And this is just going to be temp storage for the CO2 gas. We're going to have to do something with that, because we're not going to be using this long term. So having it for now is not bad, but eventually we'll have too much. And we'll have to lower it some way, and that's going to be just gas storage for that. Don't want to do infinite pressure. I'm scared the liquid might liquefy, much like the bottom. Liquid CO2. Probably just take blispers. The dupes are not looking that great. I probably also want to do the dig down below. Bump these up to a 7 so it's priority. Take up the space. Wouldn't be bad. We pumping, boys. So this does overpressure. The next thing to do is to put like a gas pump like right here and pump the gas down or something. 1424 minus 15 minus 26. That temperature range is kind of wild. All right, this is almost ready. So there is gas down there. We want to go all the way down. There is CO2 up top though, so it's kind of tough. Hopefully that's fine, and then we want to connect to the abyssalite. We'll probably have to do something with the lockers, like demolish them. But for now, we'll keep them. At least for now. Okay, the Sweetos are free. Body temp low, but they're not going to die. We'll keep them alive. So jump. Jump around. And then we can dig that layer. Should be good. We'll start adding some rooms where we want the stuff. And I think the top part is going to be the thing that might suck because it's going to be real cold. Dude, yeah, man, we have a lot of sleet wheat grain. We might want to also start pumping the water out. I don't know how much time we have for that to be active. But yeah, analyzing this is going to take forever. Ooh, we can send another dupe. Okay, so Bubbles needs to stay. Cyberdyne is our build supplier on the side. Hassan does nothing. Hassan does nothing at the moment. You go over second side then. We just need people on the other planet because it helps out with getting like the proper setup ready faster. We just need more people on the second side, to be honest. I see Hassan. There it is. 60,000. Okay, start sending some food over. Let's get another 25 kgs of veggie poppers. And then we can just sweep into the conveyor setup. Alright, this is... I kind of want to keep the hydrogen there. It's pretty good. But we could actually just do it like that and be okay. Airflow here, 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 here. And then we just get that there. And it should work out. We're not putting a tile here yet because I don't want to push the water to the left forcefully. Dude, this is getting taken care of pretty well. It's kind of nice. Oh, is it a problem because we don't have as many dupes here? I mean, that means that we have a lot of oxygen then, right? Because we're not breathing. Because the CO2 is going down, and the only amount of CO2 we generate is smokers. I mean, that's what they do though. Generate CO2, so it works out pretty well. Okay, so we can dig this out because the ladders are in. We just got to build this side. Bump these up to a 7. These are at a 6. Slowly getting built. Not bad. We do have sand here. So I do know I probably want my research in this room down here. So if we just go off of this setup, it's probably right here. And then another room down below. This probably ends up being insulated for the greater good. And then we're gonna probably want this setup. And then I do want a lip here, so we'll probably have to do a door setup like that. And then I'll want to dig through the bottom, start setting that up too. We're basically going to be moving the bathroom here, but we're still going to use outhouses. I just want the tile lip to be able to put a deodorizer up front. That should be pretty good. What's going on, NC Carvetto? How are you? Welcome in, welcome in. What's good, dude? How was the days? How is the Mondays? Man, we're in the beginning of the week. Hopefully it's going well for you, though, my dude. Alright, I'm gonna hope this doesn't bot me. Once we get to here, we're gonna dig this and then put a pitcher pump right here. I probably do want to dig that, so we'll do it like that. We could jump down, jump up, be able to reach all of this. And it's really just dealing with the CO2 afterwards. Nice. So this is done. We could dig that, which means we can now dig the layers below. Nice, nice. This is almost done being dug out as well. Let's try to do those. Alright, that's casual stuff. We gotta work on this side. Once we get the oil, crack open the sulfur, let it warm up the top half of the map. And then we're gonna be able to start moving the oils back home. Oh, I never finished the pipes up top because of how we were having issues. Hopefully we have enough igneous. We might have to dig some more out. They kind of do look like we out of igneous. We have some right here though. And then climb up the sand, I guess. Breathe oxalite. Cyberdyne, welcome in. I see you guys over there, man. Hope you guys are having a good one. I mean, it's Monday, so hopefully it's a good start to the week today. We have a shine bug. He's able to survive. Minus 100. Wow. We're gonna go save my mans. We should really try. $24. No egg. No cramp. There's an egg. Okay. We gotta free the shine bug, man. He's the last of a dying breed. Oh no, pea water is melting. Ooh, pea water is melting. It's getting warm, boys. It's getting warm. If the pea water is melting. Let's go. Alright, CO2 is gonna dump down to here. That's supposed to happen. There's no igneous in here. It's only sandstone. But we're gonna crack open the oil and get that ready. It's gonna be so good. I think we do full lock. While the drop lock could work, I feel like I'm gonna freeze it by just pulling in like something that's negative 50 and then we lose the vacuum. I don't want to lose the vacuum. So I think we will have to like properly lock that. Okay, and then once we dig this out, we could start setting up the second floor underneath. This is probably going to be a bedroom. Yeah, we'll dig it like that. That way we could still dig out everything below. And then we could just build this out at the same time. And then we'll still be able to walk into the Sweetle room. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, probably the pea water as it spills, it refreezes because of the ice. So far, so good. People chat though, man. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hope everyone's having a great day. Hope everyone's having a good Monday. Hope the weather's going nice for you guys. It's been pretty good over here, man. Nice and cool. Mamba's tucked in the blankets. It's cozy time. Mamba loves cozy time. Well, I don't think he likes it. I'm gonna be honest. I think Mamba doesn't really enjoy the cool weather. Oh no, bro. I mean, that's a good thing though, that this is melting. But yeah, I like it when it's cool because Mamba loves to cuddle up a lot more. They don't think it be like it is, but it do. Alright, still sweeping, still building out the stuffs. The air quotes bomb is alive. Oxygen is somewhat included. It's looking good, boys. Back to the base. Ooh. Hydrogen CO2. That's a great combo. We get that in. We gotta put in a pump. Probably use Cinnabar for this, and it's probably okay. And then, given where we're going to use the water probably on the right side, let's just pull it across this way. Same thing with the power line. We will need insulated there and there. And then given how we have this pattern now, we probably dig this out to drain out more water. And then we dig this tile for another ladder. Not bad, not bad. Okay, so unclick sweep. And then sweep only priority 9 veg popper sites. So we should sweep this to the second side. Hydrogen's here, chilling. There's no way for it to escape though. I just realized that. I mean, I don't think that's a bad thing. Bunch of chlorine though. Research is ready. So Radbolt tech we don't have. The salinator we will need. Yeah, we're just gonna be grabbing tech that we could research now because we can. We don't have Radbolt tech getting set up because that's on the second planet. This is late, but just checking out Nextvis demos. Oh, that's going on right now? Oh, I didn't even realize. Dude, man, I'm so backlogged right now, man. Ugh. And because of how long rendering the VOD takes, there's like, it's very common right now that my rendering program will just crash because the video is like taking 6 hours of rendering. Sometimes I guess I get memory issues or something. I don't even know. What's going on, Andy? Welcome in. How are you? How are you? But I'm so backlogged on the Oni videos, the YouTube stuff. I gotta catch up on that, and then we just gotta get back into editing the videos. Nice run. I was watching the VOD for this one, dude, man. It's interesting. So that means you sat through our dilemma where we're like, dude, do we actually have to breed 400 seals in order to get the biofuel to shoot down the meteor? And then we found out we got the oil on this planet. Dude, man, that would have been so sad if we actually had to do that, man. Breed 400 seals and then bring out the giant club. That would have been the saddest times. I'm so happy we don't have to do that. We need some wood, though. You know what? Let me get the wood on the second planet. For the tallow, yeah, man. Because you need 4 seals per blast shot. Because you only get 50 kgs of tallow per seal. It's 1-to-1 from melting the tallow into biodiesel. But the problem is just you need 200 kgs per blast shot, man. Oh no. Oh no, bro. They froze my water source. Guys, we need this, man. What are we doing? We need this. Seal melter. Hey, man. That never happened. We never melted any seals. That never happened, man. Alright, we're gonna get a new bathroom area right here. Oh, we have igneous again. That's kind of nice. And then we're gonna need to start moving the pea water through. Pending. Yeah, pending. Never happens. Don't say that, Pondy. Out of nowhere, man, we're gonna get freaking the animal rights crew popping up in chat. They're like, hey, man, are you doing this? I'm like, no, man. That's a lie. That never happened, man. I don't know what you're talking about. Alright, we'll dig this out. They're still building this. Oh, this froze. So it's a hydrogen escape. That sucks. Alright, we'll seal that up. It should be good. Guys, I got some bad news. I have to drop the kids off. So no one's gonna die, right? Everything's gonna be fine. They're building this out. Yeah, we should be okay. I might want to dig out another layer right there, though. Alright, guys, I have to BRB. I have to drop the kids off. The system's good, hopefully. Nobody's gonna die. BRB. We back, boys. We're alive. No one died. Let's go. Fuji-kun coming in with 7 months. Thank you so much. Welcome back to the city. Hope you enjoyed your stay. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, thank you. Got the dig out. Pipes are still being built. That's fine. Alright, this is in. No one has obsidian. Catalina. You got this, girl. That's unreachable, right? Alright, so we just have to do it like that. So, oil's gonna fall down, spill out. This is warm enough. It's actually warmer than the inside. And then we'll be able to start moving out some oils. I don't know how I want to do this. Part of me thinks that I should just melt this and be done with it. But I'm not sure. Oh, I know what I'll do. It's just that it doesn't help me in the immediate time being. So, I could hear me in chat. I don't have a muted mic like I did before during Subathon, right? Alright, so this is good. It's getting done. Oil's coming soon. So the big thing with this area is the fact that it's gonna be tough to not have the oil freeze. Okay, so I'll do a couple things. First things first, feels bad, man, but we're gonna have to have a weird setup. Wheel battery here. We'll do that. And then we will do solid tiles here. Just like that. We'll dig every so often. And then we're just going to be getting this started for now. Let's get the solid tile there. This is good. Then let me get the digging on this side a little bit prioritized. We're going to be moving the toilets here, and then our meal hall temporarily, or even our bedroom is going to be on this side. Meal hall may be down below. Kind of makes more sense. And then we're probably going to go out to the Neutronia. Maybe the bathroom won't, but other rooms should. Somewhat. Maybe we do have a hallway in the back. Still, though, Spom's working well. Can't be mad. Hydrogen's at 194. Temperature has barely changed. I mean, can't expect it to change too much right now. Okay. Solid brine. It's to be expected. Alright, we want to build that out if we can. This, I probably do want that on that side. That does work. And from this setup, all we gotta do now is dig this out a little bit. That should be good. Not worry too much about the gas. We'll be fine there. I just need to be able to make sure it doesn't actually get that cold. So we need to start thinking about our liquid lock design. Which we could put right here on the left side, actually. Maybe that's what we should do. And have it come down over here. Okay, we could do that, I guess. And then dig it out. And then we do this weird thing where we come out on top. Yeah. I guess we do this for now. Okay, I also want to go down to here. 3, 3, 3. So we're just going to natural ladder for now. And then we just need to activate this so that we could start sending stuff over from the second side. We're probably going to send a lot of the cold stuff from the second planet back to the first. Logic's pretty simple. We're trying to keep this area cold, so we're going to try to move a lot of the heat producers to the other side. So it should all make sense. And oil. Looking nice and healthy. Alright, crude oil auto bottle. Start getting that in. Alright, insulated pipe still working on, and then we're gonna get power to this. Now, while we do want to do this setup and all that good stuff, we need to also make oil to petroleum. That's another thing we do want to do. So that means we have to use the oil refinery. The problem with this is that it's going to get natty gas everywhere. Not so much worried about anything else. So I think we just do the tried and true setup, where we liquid lock in and just have the oil spill out. Yeah, right? Yeah. So that's basically this space. And then I kind of want to build out the lock. Okay. We want to use the top. So we'll build that in first. And then the refinery is here. Have that here. And then we have mesh tiles here. So we can't really do too much with that. Laying down the blueprint. And then we just need to make sure the oil doesn't spill. So that every time we pump up the oil, it just goes down. And we probably want to open this up then. We break the vacuum, but it should be fine. Yeah. Oil lock. Alright, we gotta put that in so that we could bop the CO2. Getting the dig. Let's keep going. It's looking really nice. Alright, let's go with 3 speed. A lot of oxygen. We don't even have CO2 here anymore. Back over to this side, which is fine. I think I do dig this out. That way the items just fall down. Are we lacking in labor now? I just realized since we're at 7 dupes, we probably don't need the heaters. So camping cots need to be relocated. And the stargazer. So that we don't have to use this room anymore. Everyone sleeps together. Hey, it's an egg. Let's go. The little guy did it. And the pips are hanging out. Let's grab some loader tech. Just doing a lot of pre-teching. And I think, yeah, we're able to send a new dupe over. Because of the amount of labor I need on this side, I think I actually just keep everyone here. And we start printing out dupes on either side that we need them at. Because it's looking like we don't have enough labor on this side, potentially. Ooh. Building impaired. That's so jank. Welcome in, Stinky. Goddamn. You'll learn to build. Oh, he's negative skill. My man, negative skill. Gotta start somewhere, boys. Gotta start somewhere. Alright, so it looks like we do that, right? Okay, that works. So we just dig out the oxalite stuff. Do that. Sounds like it makes sense. We also need to move all the stuff out to here. Have it sit on that granite tile. We need to do that just to seal the gases in. We also need to move out a lot of the ice. And this as well. Alright, now that that's built, we do that. And we see the setup. Yeah, that's tough. But yeah, this is our liquid lock that we're trying to set up. Dude, yeah, man. He's the free intern. You know what I'm talking about, man? The unpaid interns. I've seen some of those people that are in trade school and they take an apprenticeship. Right? So it's kind of like, instead of going to college, right, you go to like this utility college kind of a thing, and you learn how to be like a mechanic or something. Well, you still got to go to school, but it's just not a proper college, and it's like a trade school. Dude, I've seen some really stupid stuff. There was one I saw where they're welding, right? So that is a lot of metal, and they're doing stuff with that. So they made the guy that was a new apprentice hold a bucket to catch the sparks that fly off of the metal when they're welding. And they say that after he's done filling up the bucket, he needs to pour it into this container so that they could remelt the sparks back into metal. It was this dude, and he just stood there holding the bucket. Oh man, those things are so ridiculous. Yeah, it's the classic, man. It really is. Doing the meme stuff like that. It really do be the classic sometimes. All right, we got to empty out the CO2 136 and empty it out back here. Plants are growing because we don't have CO2. Be like that sometimes. That stuff is funny though, man. Not gonna lie. All right, we're getting this ready. Top side got built. So now we can do this. Oil lock is good. I don't know why there's oil on this side though. That's kind of awkward. Anyways. All right, we got this, and then we open up, and then we have this go down 2. And then we open everything except that tile to keep it sealed. So what we're gonna do here is basically have the sulfur erupt and it's going to effectively just drop the heat off, and it's gonna spill. Nice. So we don't really care what's inside. We just want the sulfur to just create and spill. That way we generate sulfur while warming up the map a little bit faster, and it's a win-win. Scrap plastic beds. All right, we're gonna be digging here a little bit just to have a little bit better setup. We'll do a half bathroom to get it started, probably. 4 dupes here. We'll try to do a full-sized one, I guess, as best as we can. But we probably want some more dupes on this side building. And then we can remove the toilet in here. No one has to have food poisoning anymore. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be good times, man. Try to bump that. Try to bump this though. And then this is casual work that they'll do. Because while we want to send stuff back, we have nothing ready to really send back except Mercury, which is going to be like an idle job. Oh, I just realized they have to go all the way around instead of just crossing. I probably should get the bare minimum toilet first, just right now. Yeah, we'll have to get that set up. Liquid sulfur, dormant. Oh, it's not even active right now. Feels bad. Well, we're gonna be getting our oil in soon, though. Wait, was someone suffocating? I don't know. I thought the bare minimum toilet was just not pooping your hands. I mean, y'all hear about the story about the guy that was getting yelled at by his girlfriend, that when he poops, it's such a big dookie that it splashes everywhere and she gets mad that she has to clean it. So she made him hold his hands under his butt and catch the dookie, and then he gently lets it float into the water. And he's pooping into his hands. They don't think it be like it is, but it do. Yeah, no, yo, man. Why are we talking about poop? Let the dupes do their thing, man. Let them do it in peace. Still dormant. Nice. Alright, so this is good. We do this now, and we want to dig that out. Sweeping out the stuffs. Gonna move that stuff out. High power, insulated. It's looking pretty good. We almost have 2 gases here too. I probably do build this now so that it starts spilling to the left. We just have to start making it so that it doesn't freeze. That's really it. We just need the water to not freeze inside, and we'll be good. So we need to get our liquid lock inside. Probably get the second ladder up here, and we start digging a little bit. So we know it's going to be +2. So tile. That has to happen. So we do it like this, so we have tiles on both sides, right? We build it off of this side, and then we have to climb up on the ladder to build this one, and then we'll add 2 more. Because if we build the outside one, so you won't be able to reach the middle. And we're going to have to go around to get into the liquid lock. Which is fine. I don't mind it too much. Alright, nice. Research done. Okay, we'll grab some automation tech. Gases are caught, so yeah. We have the 2 gases we need in order for this to work. Alright, so now we can do these and those, because we could just go below now. I'm also going to build that just because I can, make the liquid lot look a little bit better. And we got the little corner diagonal here. We won't build this one. Got the corner swag. Got the corner swag. I guess we'll do it here too, just for the memes. Get the diamond-shaped infinite pressure lock. Ooh, frozen. That's tough. Alright, we also know that we're going to need a bottle drainer here for the liquid lock. And it's never going to get below 50 on this side. So we just got to get a little bit of oil for that to be set up. New printables. Dude, decorating doctors. Let's get the Molosty. No one here is that good. Oh wow, this is almost done. That's actually kind of impressive. Alright, so let's open this up. Let's open that up. Let's open that, but we have to dig the sand. We're gonna have to build some gas reses here to pull up the natty gas. Because we're gonna have to store it at some point. I'm not too worried about this stuff. I guess we should build that out. So the natty gas is gonna be out. I guess we could just dig that, deconstruct that, and have that be the pump zone. So I would want to dig down these tiles. Yeah. Let them work on this. Let them work on this. Construction, digging. Cool. That's idle work still, which is fine. Spawn's looking good. Okay, so I do want to finish this setup. So 7. Gotta get our toilets in. Alright. We'll eventually move the toilets and then we'll be able to dig this out so they don't have to run all the way around, which kind of sucks. Looks like the Alveo Vera is dealing with the CO2 well enough that I'm actually not too worried about it. That's kind of nice. Alright, so this is done. We do those 2, and we could remove all of these now. Once that's built, we could dig above it and not worry about anything, because we'll be able to have all the items sit on top of the insulated, and that's not a big deal. This is looking good. What's going on, Mujenzo? Welcome in. It is Oni times. Good times for the Oni times. Alright, we can do this now, and then we're just going to do a ladder setup here. Should be good. Construction, let's do this first. Alright, good stuff. Bump these up. Dig this tile. Door goes there. Okay, so we do this, that. And then we'll put a deodorizer here. That's gonna have to run off of this setup. Okay, that's good. We need to dig that. I probably want to dig this as well. If they get stuck, we'll just free them, whatever way we have to. Because what I'm gonna probably want to do, at least for now, is just regular tiles here. So that the polluted oxygen that we get from the toilet has to go to the right. Feels weird, but I feel like I should try to control that somehow. And then we'll be able to start bopping the toilets. Okay, so this got done. We need this. And then a pump. And then... this is never actually going to be a problem, I don't think. Let's get that out. Let's get some gas reses here, because we know that we're going to have a pump inside. The only problem with this is that we have no materials that have high overheat. We have to literally bank on the fact that it's a cold map, that we never run into like an overheating issue. Feels bad, man. Hopefully it's okay though. Okay. And then we're gonna have to liquid out. Wait a second. Oh, I don't need the mesh setup. Oh, I'm stupid. I'm thinking this is an oil well. What's with the insulated floors and ceilings? Eventually, we're gonna get plumbed piping. The problem is that we don't really have a setup for it. And eventually, when I do need to replace it, because otherwise the pipes freeze, right? The plumbing's gonna break constantly. So I'm just making the upgrades now, and then we'll eventually upgrade to plumbed toilets. But yeah, that's a problem, right? If you don't use insulated tiles, no matter how well your pipes are done, it's always gonna break at some point. So we're just trying to get ahead, All right, now that the first toilet is in, make that priority 9. Same thing with the sink. And we clean these up. We could get rid of these two. Bump this up to a 7. Have the power connected. Nice, so this is on now. Second toilet setup. Let's put the random ladder there so we could climb down to here. Alright, then having that means we could dig this out. And that's huge for travel. We'll be able to go straight from here to here instead of going all the way around. Alright, I just realized that there's no real problem with this. So... we need to have... liquid come in, liquid go out. That's basically the idea. We'll probably just want tile here then, get that started. And then we need to start replacing that. So the big thing is replacing this layer. We need to pump out the gas so that this could keep running. And we just need a little bit of liquid to get this started. Starving. How are you starving, my dude? Oh, are you like falling asleep? He's not on the bad schedule. Just give him another hour. Stinky is the apprentice, so he's just getting lost. That's totally the logic, right? A man doesn't know where anything is. Doesn't know where the cafeteria is. Nothing. Oh, look at that. All right, so the uptime with this is solid. So this is technically a ceiling, and it's catching the CO2, so no big deal. This goes down. Good stuff. And then all we need to do is move out the goods from the inside. We can't do anything here, but we could seal this up now. And we have the gas layout. So all we have to do is get a liquid lock vacuum and get the water spill. I do have a field researcher, right? I do. All right, so we should probably do this. Analyze. We will analyze this one as well later on. They sent him to the bank to get a loan for a sandwich. Hey, man. Gotta do what you gotta do. Sometimes, man, it's a really legit sandwich. Gold-plated. They have the sheets of gold inside. You know how it is, man. Alright, still melting ice. I'm okay with that. Before we move the waters over, I'm scared it might break, man. Just a little parched. Just a little parched. Need a little bit of water. We good, though. We good. Get these to 9. This was eventually going to be the bedroom. And we wanted to keep it warm, right? Alright, we still need to get petroleum, though. Okay, this is ready. Dormant, though. Feels bad. So vacuum, nice. Nothing here off gases. Basically, we have the area here swept. And we want to do that because these items, when they have contact with the sulfur, it might actually cause the sulfur to solidify, and we don't want it to solidify on top of the geyser. We want it to spill, and as it spills, we should get drips, so it should all work out. Extra tile dig there wouldn't be bad. Alright, this got done. Nice. We will want the wire here. Oh, we're gonna use the full 1000 watts, huh? It is what it is. Though we'll have to build that eventually, which is fine. So the gases, we don't have to pump now, we pump it later. It's gonna be easier to pump once we have the room filled with natty gas, which is gonna be heavier than, well, not the CO2, but the oxygen it will be. And we just gotta pump it up. We don't really care about sorting it yet. At least, yeah, not yet. Dude, I remember when we were struggling here. Having the spawn was kind of nice. Alright, it is going to be a lot of natty gas. We might even want to just run natty gas gens. Just to get some power started. Are we back here? Analyzing, sweeping the ice, looking good. I probably do want to get a little bit of oil started to go back. So we just got to do this just to get it started. It's mad cold up there though. Hopefully we don't get too much oil solidifying. Okay, so construction. We want to get this done. Then we'll want to get the floor done before the wheel battery stuff. Then the ladder. And then we'll try to get that set up. To be able to send stuff back is kind of nice. And then we need to activate the bottom. They might have to hold the breath for a while though. Okay, so here is that. I don't think it's ever gonna freeze the liquid because we're never gonna send water back, right? So regular pipes should be okay. And then let's do a small dig here. Move that to the left and we'll have it here. Weird storage, but it should work out. Nice. Then I think what we just have is a, yeah, bottle filler on the side. And then we'll start having oil on tap, which is basically all we want. And then we'll start being able to do a liquid lock here. I guess we could use ethanol. Yeah, we'll just use ethanol, get this done. Also, because we can, we should probably dig this out right here. Just to create some space. Ooh, done with the analysis. We have 42 cycles. That's so sad. Alright, so this is cold brine. So we will do the brine dump setup. We can take Cinnabar, put that in. We are going to take a small area here and clean it up. We're going to put a bottle drainer right on top. Insulated pipe. And we're just going to pitcher pump brine. I probably try to dig this. This is probably okay. And we just pump up brine and try to dump it inside. The big problem with this is how warm it is. Or how cold it is. It's freezing everything. It's not a good thing. Nutrient bars. Sure. Cooking, supply, operating. Tidy, supply, operating. It's both not bad. I think I do take Bert. I'm going to be not bad. So, operator, supply, store. We don't have them cook. At least not yet. Bump this up. Bump this to a 7. Bump this to a 7. Activate high priority. Alright, we can. He might get popped eardrums. Yeah, 10 kilograms polluted oxygen. But I think it's worth it. Oh yeah, we didn't get the warm sweaters for the folks. There's a hatch here? What the heck is this? Minus 45. Dude, he's barely alive. My man. My man, chillin'. You ever tried Terraria? I have never played it. I don't even think I own the game. I'll probably play Terraria, air quotes, when Away Team comes out, because that basically looks like Terraria. We'll probably play it then. Alright, so we need this liquid lock. Gas pump. And then we need the liquids to go into a res. And then we probably actually use a bottle drainer. Bottle filler, bottle drainer later on. We might not actually need to do that. We might just be able to make the blast shots on this side and be okay with it. So, blast shot maker. We are gonna need fertilizer or peat, and then aluminum, cobalt, copper. I have the copper here, or iron. Okay, so then it's fertilizer or peat. We're probably gonna have to make fertilizer. So we make that by doing pea water, dirt, and phosphorite. There is no phosphorite. Oh, wow. Can we make enough? I'm not actually sure we could make enough. You still have a little... No, we don't even have a lot. 40 tons of phosphorite. Fertilizer is 15 kgs per cycle. And how much do we need? 100 times 100. So that's what? 10 tons? 10,000, right? And then that's 72 per 15. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's say roughly. It's less than 5. It's like 4.5. But we'll say 5 to 1. So that means that 10,000 is divided by 5. Not that much, I guess. Okay. So we'll probably want to do a bin sweep setup. 10,000 divided by 5 is about 2,000. So we'll send that much phosphorite to the second side where we'll make the fertilizer and whatnot. I feel like it makes more sense to make everything here because we're trying to warm up the map anyways. I feel like that works out. We're getting production. Okay, so I wanted to do airflow here. And we have to move this stuff out. Because in the vacuum, the sulfur on the neutronium doesn't actually have any problems. But I want it to spill to the left, if it can. It actually shouldn't matter, now that I think about it. We could just dig the tile. And then no matter which side it spills, it's good. Alright, slowly but surely. Sulfur here, 109. It's barely going down in temperature, but I think that's alright. To make it cool down faster, we might be able to just put a drop of oil there so that it's technically in the water submerged. So the heat transfer is a little bit better. Alright, working on it though. We're working on it. It's getting there. I think we might just want to get this started. Oh, snap. Hopefully the heat we generate here leaks into the bottom. Because we need more of the oil to melt if we want to continue this. This isn't cold enough to solidify the petroleum. What if it made just a lot of sense to just dump the petroleum into a pit here? Just so that it has a chance of heating up the area a little bit more. I think what we might do instead, to be honest, is just put the natty gas gens on this side. That makes a lot of sense, to be honest. We could dig that out and then put a room here for the natty gas gens. That wouldn't be bad, man. I like that idea. Our food's good. We did do a sweep earlier, so we were pretty okay with that. This is casually getting there. Maybe I should start tapping the bonbons up top for a little bit of the nectar. Still doing the ethanol. What? Okay. Not bad. Problem is that I don't really have a lot of cold brine. I have brine that's about to freeze. That's kind of a problem. Alright, we also want to start pumping up the gas. That might be a problem. I'm hoping that it's not. So we could probably do something jank like this to abuse the fact that we have hydrogen here. Sometimes it's small bubbles, sometimes it's big bubbles. Either way, we're just trying to pump. Dino lab map. All achievement run. You can't do that. That's an impossible run. You can't save the planet from being hit and get hit at the same time. You could use crude as coolant for meta refinery first. Oh, I could. I'm not meta refining yet, though. I probably should, though. That wouldn't be bad. I see you over there, Bolton Slot. I should start refining the copper via meta refinery and using the crude. That does work. Now, I say that probably shouldn't be done still, realistically. Oh, there's another thing I need to do here. Does this work? Yeah, I need the Atmos pressure. Okay. So we need to do that and move this down. You mean the lab map achievements? Yeah, technically that, and you can't do the other DLCs unless you turn them off. I see you over there, though, Lewis. I see you over there. Maybe we do that one of these days, but we'll see. Alright, we need to do a weird setup here. Because I don't want to just keep pumping. That's bad times. So what we're going to be trying to do here is basically put a pressure sensor so that we have some amount of natty gas, so it's not a vacuum. You mean the lab map achievement? That's surviving 100 cycles, right? Isn't there one from shooting down the meteor? There is, right? There's an achievement for shooting it down. I believe there is one. Alright, looks like they're taking their time. We'll let them handle the business. Almost done analyzing. I kind of want to see when that's active again, so I could actually just pump out the water. We will have to at some point. Maybe we should just do it now, man. It's not a bad idea. Oh, that disappears in the lab map? Oh, I didn't know that. We'll have to check that out, man. Max settings, all achievement run when. I feel like while we could do something like that, I'm not sure if I'm ready to do something where I'm just gonna hate myself. So that's probably not gonna happen anytime soon. I will run that Apple sensor. It's Dino Lab. That's automatic demolier. Hey, Ace Cow. Coming in with the 60 months. God damn, it's already been 5 years, my dude. Welcome back to the city. Hope you enjoy your stay. Enjoy the emote 20 that's ad free viewing. Don't forget that legit sub badge. Appreciate you. Thank you for the support. I see you with the Ace Cow, man. What's good, dude? How's the Mondays, man? Hope you're surviving out there. Hope you're having some good weather. Hopefully it's not raining or anything like that. But I see you, Ace Cow. What's good, man? Hello, hello. Alright, we're gonna want a weird little area here. Pre-COVID. Yeah, it's been a long time, man. The COVID era, man, was really an era. It really has been. The COVID era was an era, man. It's not an easy start. Had to restart many times. Installing the top of the map while researching insulated tiles and dealing with a volcano that spawns close to the pond is rough. It is. The problem with that, man, is that you get a limited time. You have to kind of get lucky with having the exposed volcanoes close enough or not too close. And then finding the cold water source ASAP. That's always nice times. Looks like we're gonna need to do a gen setup here. Struggling on the builds, huh? It'd be like that sometimes, I guess. Phosphorite. Let's do 2,500. Should be enough. Doesn't sacrifice too much. Sea comb, sure. Water's coming. Water's in the pipes. What's going on, Hunter? Welcome in. I see you over there. Oh man, yeah. These pipes are eventually gonna freeze. This is not good. Yeah, you gotta get to cycle 10. Surviving the Monday, still alive, nice. Mondays are rough, man. We doing all right ourselves. Just getting into the natty gas petroleum setup. Yeah, we are making petroleum, and then we're shipping over some phosphorite, and then we gotta refine some copper. And got a good idea from chat. We could use... The problem with using crude oil to smelt copper is I don't know how much heat it's gonna be added in. It should be fine though, in almost every case. The plants in my lump ranch are no longer growing out the vines. Is this normal? So if you have a plant and it stops extending, it glitches out. What you do is, if the plant is on this tile, so you have the plant right here, right? And then you have the plant going around. And let's say you have a door right here, and then you have a tile right there, right? And it goes up like that, and then it stops growing. You want to take a ladder, blueprint, place it, and that resets the plant animation, and then you cancel the blueprint, and then it should just keep growing. So that's basically the fix for what you're talking about. Right, it's low SXC, but it also means that when you smelt the copper, I'm afraid it's gonna spike up to like 200. That fixes the glitch, if it's the glitch that I'm thinking about, which I do think you're encountering based off of how you're describing it, but that's the easy fix, and it should always work. Alright, we'll do that setup. I think I do put my natty gas gens right here. And I think that means I should do a setup here. We're gonna need a storage to catch the CO2. And then put the gens in. Smart battery is probably gonna be here. What did you want to do again? We are going to be using the oil to feed into a meta refinery and then drip the hot oil back into the oil biome to warm it up. I do think it's going to work. It's just, I'm not sure what the ending temperature is going to be because we have solid oil we're trying to melt. And look at that, 3,200 kgs. That's a lot. Starvation notification. I mean, it should be fine. I don't imagine it would be like that bad at all. Yeah, getting the notifications are annoying. Yeah, man. You gotta get the mod, dude. Suppress notifications. Opened up the liquid sulfur. Water's coming through. We need to start feeding out the waters, though. And we know that it's gonna melt in the area. We gotta start introducing some heat, man. We really do. 58-degree petroleum. And it ends up at 45 degrees. Alright, so what that probably means is... we do 2 tiles here. And then we do 4 tiles there. So we could jump across now. And then I want to do blast shot maker. Yeah. We'll put it on the left side. We'll have to do... How much power is this? 960. Okay. So we do the 2-wheel battery setup. And just run that. Wow, only 48C? That's not a lot, actually. That is actually not that much. That's not too bad. Just 48. That is not so bad. Not so bad. Alright, that probably means I should just dig this thing. And that should help out. Yeah, could work. Might want to set up a loop with radiant pipes in a heating biome. Maybe. Wait, does someone have to operate this? It does. Okay. So, bam, that should work. And then we want to run bam, because we're gonna have our gas jets right here. We're gonna do another layer so that we don't have to sweep later. Yeah, we already have this on automation, so we're not pumping as actively. Oh, I see what you're saying. Run a loop. Ah. That's gonna be tough. I mean, it's possible, though. I see what you're saying. Closed loop with crude oil. And if I'm only doing copper, it wouldn't be that bad. Because a lot of times I'd be able to loop it multiple times before it actually becomes petroleum. I see what you are saying. We could probably do that. We do have to trim out all the abyssalite then, which we'll have to do. Oh, look at that. Alright, it's looking good. Alright, so this is the two gases we want, and I need to start dumping in the liquid. So we need to get a liquid layer here so that we don't over pump the gas. And then we just need to make sure that we get liquid on this tile. And the biggest problem is that we need to get enough liquid mass at a lower temperature. Well, higher temperature. It's negative, so it's inverse, right? That way we could have this kind of just be cold, but not frozen. And then we could vacuum the rest of the gas up top so there's no interaction with the liquid lock at 35. So at this point, all we got to do is add in the brine. Problem is that the brine freezes at like 23. So it's a little bit of like, I don't know if this is going to be good, fam. We pray for it though. Alright, so we're just getting ready with some natty gas. We're really just trying to make petroleum. Eventually, we are going to be tapping into the oil reservoir with water. And that should actually make it a little bit easier for us. Probably want to dig that. The Oni temperature shenanigans, they be real, man. They really do be real. So yeah. We're probably gonna meta refine on this side. So we're gonna want to move a bunch of the stuff off if we can. And then we'll probably just build some tiles here to connect the two areas. Makes a lot of sense for this to be airflow. That way the plants have an easy time. And then we just trim the abyssal line as we need it. Alright, I'm gonna be sealing this. Not because I want to, but because I want to. Yeah, it's because I want to. Be like that sometimes. So 4 tiles. We'll do it over there. Man, it's windy. Windy times. No, the water froze. 50. There we go. Okay, so we probably want to do that setup. We'll get that set up. I've used Meta Refiner to melt cold biomes. I need to keep extending the pipes down all the way. Yeah, that's the thing, man. You gotta keep extending. Gotta keep extending. Also gonna be using warmer water. Let's go. Oh my god. It's active. I'm not oh, it's generating water. Let's go. This broke because some of the liquid here froze. We're still not getting in. Oh, I didn't select the water type. Right, my stupid ass. I enabled auto bottle, but I just didn't select the liquid. It feels bad. Research. Ooh, I don't need that. Emulsifier. Hey, and it's pressurized. Oh my god, all we gotta do is this now. Dude, chlorine CO2 for the win. And we got the liquid lock. And it's at 5 degrees. Oh, that's so good. Where did I get that warm brine from? Nice warm bottle. This is -22. I seriously don't know where they're getting this warm brine. That's at 5 degrees. Printing prod. That might be it. Yeah, 5 degrees, and this is at 16. Shout out to the printing prod, giving us warm brine when we needed it. Now this entire area, it's warm enough that it shouldn't freeze ever. Nice. So all we have to do now is run the wheel, pump out the top layer of gas before it gets too cold, and then just keep moving out all the brine. Dude, printing pod, they give you the waters, man. They do. Dude, what's up with these single interest dupes? Feels bad, man. Oh, oh. Alright, so we have this water coming through at 10 degrees. Building melted. Oh, I made that out of mercury? Oh, God. Not smart, fam. Oh, that's the only metal we has. Okay, that makes sense. We have to wait, boys. Mop it up. God damn it, dude. Mop it up. We have to wait till we get the setup that we want. We will run 3 of these. Okay. There we go. And then 95, 55. And then I think realistically, after we're done with that, we need to trim this. And then we sweep everything off to the side. We're getting there, boys, slowly but surely. So phosphorite's coming in. We got to make fertilizer. It might make sense to just make fertilizer right here because we have pea water right there. And then getting that area warmed up's not bad. Also, the pea water from the bathrooms, once they actually use it enough, might be kind of nice. Top part is done. We could send stuff if we need to now. I should probably send over some more food. It's done, boys. We're in. Yeah, we should be good. So now this is good. Vacuum. This is not anything we need to worry about anymore. So now we have brine. Good stuff, good stuff. Just got to do some minor sweeps. We'll be okay. Pumping up the water is going to go down a layer. Still have a little bit of space. We don't need to have this anymore. We're just going to have water feed in. And then we just got to warm up the area. Oh, it's solidified. Feels bad. That was where I was thinking about maybe it was better for us to like submerge that in something. Should be okay though. Alright, I do want some more labor. But at the same time, we have no idleness on this planet. Makes me wonder if we're actually okay. Ranching, food, some minor builds and sweeps. Wheel run, wheel run. And then we need 9 dupes for that to make that work. I mean, it is what it is, I guess. Wait, what is this? Bleach stone. Oh my god. They're moving the bleach stone because I had oxalite checked and that's the entire category of sublimiters. Oh my god. I need to move the bleach stone into the ethanol. What's going on, Timo? Yeah, Mini Ceres. And you know what's funny? We got Demolier on here. And it's gonna hit my pod. Dude. It's gonna hit my pod. So we gotta shoot this guy down. We'll get there one day. We're making the ammo on the second planet because we have to. Oh no, bro. Is that CO2? But yeah, this is the struggles right now. Alright, so... power tile. Here, here, here. This is made out of copper. Good stuff. And then we do this, do that. And we hope that it's cold enough here that the water just freezes. This is all DLCs, and I modded in Demolier. That's all we did. Alright, we gotta make fertilizer. The natty gas just gets dumped. Dumpster. Okay. Okay, we will have to do this. Demo! Next boop! Oh, man. No boops yet. Don't know when we're gonna get another one, though. Still no bedrooms over here. No beds in this economy. I see you, though, Timo. We'll let you win soon. Once we have the situation that allows for it. Breathability is fun, and we just need more labor on this side. Get a CO2 dump now. We'll eventually need this. This could be idle job. Alright, we're gonna leave all the debris there, and hopefully that's gonna be fine. We have to start exposing this so that we can start adding some heat nearby. Also, trimming everything that's not oil is probably also smart. Because technically, by digging through, you're cutting the mass in half. So we want that, this, and that, if we can. Dude, the hydrogen is almost running out. Or a little bit too much. I might just pump up the petroleum. Kind of weird, but we could probably do something like that as a way to warm up the map. We'll have to see how that works out, though. Because I'm thinking about it, while using the crude makes sense, I think I should use the petroleum. Just because we have a decent amount. We have 2 tons already. We could also use petroleum generator here. That's probably not a bad idea. And you know what? Maybe I will. And we'll put a lip here just in case. Trim this all down. Yeah. And then we run petroleum into the bottom. Very weird temporary setup, boys. Very weird. Oh, batteries. Build, cook, farm. Max. Glow stick. Alright, so we're gonna go second planet. And we're gonna pick out nails. We need an operator. Okay. We want that built. This will be able to get a lot of power into itself. And then this makes a lot of sense. And then by doing it like that, I don't need to run the wheels anymore. That's not bad. And then I probably want to get the ladder down. And then start digging through here. Because we probably just need to at this point. The smart move would be to dig top. So 4, cancel the bottom. And that way we trim everything down. It might make a lot of sense to put the meta refinery here. And then run the pipeline from the petroleum down, and then also split into the meta refinery, and then we loop that into the bottom. And then once we get to here, we're still gonna be doing that. Maybe have a ladder here, just so that we climb down. And then we probably want to trim a layer still, because we want to expose the oil biome. Should be good. As this goes down too, more CO2 is going to be able to spill to the left. I think that's kind of nice. Alright, construction. Let's get the ladders in. Let's get that. This doesn't matter too much. Oh, this is done. Alright, so we need to do this. How big is the synthesizer? 4 biax. Okay, that works. Let's get this here. Bump that up. We gotta make an oil lock. We also gotta make sure the piped water gets out. Ooh. We don't have space for this. This is not good. The play has to be something like this then. So we could store some water here. Hey, infinite spill. Let's go. The build is done. These are non-breathable, so we don't need a door here. We could trim all that because it works. Bump out the last piece of ice. Looking not bad. 47 kgs. 9 to 9. We're gonna get the celebration. Do do do. How many cycles to impact? 100. 100 cycles. 100 cycles. So we have nothing made. We're still on... Man. So we need the natty gas for the gens. That's not really the big thing. What we really need is a meta refinery to start making metal. And then we could make the blast shot maker. We have phosphorite. I think we could ship this now, right? Phosphorite. Let's unclick that. Sweep this. And then that should be swept into the conveyor now. And then once it pops out here, we could start using it for the synthesizer that we'll have to make over here. Alright, we need to hurry up with that. Power. Probably cheaper to go that way. And then we gotta make fertilizer. We get petroleum instead of biofuel, and then we need copper for the ammo itself. And then once we get that, we will have the blast shot set up. Copper, fertilizer, and then petroleum. We're almost there, boys. Almost there. Okay, and then we will need to get pea water up like that. This needs to be put in crude oil. We're gonna need to make sure this isn't on yet. And then we will likely need to pump out the natty gas. Yeah. I just realized maybe this doesn't work out. Messed up. I need space for a sensor. What's going on, Capri? You saw Shangri-La? Dude, it was good, right? Shangri-La is so good. Which season have you seen? It's all about the fight scenes on that game. That game. It is a game, technically. But that show, man, it's all about the fight scenes. It's so good. The animation quality, man. Really good. Skip the first 10 minutes this time. Didn't get put off by that intro. That first episode is so weird. It's kind of like appealing to the people that play a lot of bad games. The graveyard boss. Who's the graveyard boss? Oh, is it the first mythical boss? I forget what they call it. Hidden boss? They have the 7 hidden bosses of the world, and it's been a couple years, but no one's hunted the first one, and they finally did it. So you've met Pendragon. I think that's her name. And that means you also met Kisuke. I think that's his name too. The guy that's a dude but plays a blonde-haired chick. And then the other one that's a PvPer that does nothing but do the PvP stuff. That's in the PvP guild. What's going on, TJ? Hope you are healthy. I'm doing my best, man. I don't know about healthy, but we all right, I guess. Just trying to stay warm, trying to stay good. Hope you are well too, TJ. I see you over there. Appreciate you for tuning in. Dude, man. Pensalot. Oh, man, I think Pendragon, because I'm thinking King Arthur. Because it's Arthur Pendragon, right? Yeah, it makes me think of the Arthurian Knight. Penselgon. Something like that. Dude. Have you've met the shy girl, right? You've met the shy girl? The one that knows him in real life, that goes to the same school, and she's like trying to get her courage to ask him out. She's annoying. Don't worry, man. Don't worry. That's all I'll say. Don't worry. She's gonna be cool later. But she'll still be her character. Her character doesn't change. How she acts and everything. But there's a little bit more of a redemption. She's super goofy. She is. That's just, you know, how it is though. Like, they have the tropes. Dude, she will. If you don't mind spoilers, the samurai graveyard boss is one of the hidden bosses. They hunt another one afterwards because that's all he wants to do. And she comes into the story. Kind of like how Pencil Gone was in the first one. But yeah, that's when she starts redeeming herself. But you'll meet a lot of characters. You'll meet a lot of characters. It's weird. I think there's 2 seasons, but the second season... So there's a problem. They do the thing where they have a non-story arc as part of the season. So you... Alright, I don't think this is spoiler because it is a spoiler, but it doesn't really mean anything to, like, the main story. He switches games later on. So it's basically intro to the universe, first major story arc. That's what you've seen so far. After that, I think he's like, man, I'm tired of this. Because everyone is chasing after him, right? You know why. He has the bunny pet. So because of that, everyone's jealous. And then, yeah, it kind of follows the same kind of like pattern that Sword Arc follows. So afterward, he's like, I gotta... Yeah, he swaps games because he's like, I'm annoyed right now. Everyone's trying to chase after me, asking me how I got the bunny pet. Yeah, it's 2 seasons, 4 arcs. But then that's the pattern. Because after they go back into the next hidden boss, the arc after that is you meet the blonde hair dude. So the blonde hair dude, he's a professional e-gamer. Like, he actually plays for like the equivalent of Team Liquid. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, oh man, yeah man, I'm a gamer, and he's like an e-athlete. And what ends up happening is that, like, there's like a pub tournament, and his team is like all sick because they all went to hang out and eat, and they all got food poisoning together. And then he's like, oh my god, I don't want to just default. So he ends up calling the main character, because he's not an e-athlete, but he's a gamer, you know what I'm saying? So it ends up being this thing where he's like, him and Pentagon have to help him out, and they do some like tournament together. I don't think that arc that I'm talking about right now with the e-gamer athlete tournament in Tokyo is aired yet. I don't think, because I was reading it. I got to the point where I was like, man, this is so good. I got to start reading it. So I've read a little bit of Shangri-La. So yeah, you do the samurai boss in the graveyard, and then you have Kingfisher. That is all I'm gonna say about the Kingfisher. I'm not gonna say what that is or anything about that. And then you meet people, and then yeah, it sets up the arc for the next hidden boss. And then something happens, and then they realize that something happens. They fought the wolf again. Hey man, no spoilers. No spoilers, man. That's all I'm gonna say. do they fight the wolf? And you want me to answer that? You want me to answer that? Technically, yes. But they find something out that's important information. So it's like, I don't want to go too deep into it. Alright. No one here is that good. I'm not taking a boop yet. Take the little shine bug. He's hanging out with us now. You're so far deep now to give us the spoilers, bro. Alright. They fight the wolf. They do. But they find out that the wolf isn't real. And then what happens is that they have to look for the wolf again. Now, I said that in a way that's technically not true. But it's also true at the same time. It's weird. You have to really see what happens and how it plays out. And then you'll go, oh, I see what he means now. But it's a weird setup like that, man. It really is. Way too dank. It's way too dank, man. It's like, have you seen The Inside Man? It's kind of like that. He robs a bank and he walks out of the bank scot-free. No one stops him. And then you're like, wait, how does he do that? Isn't there police there? Like, don't worry, man. You've seen Inside Man? You know what I'm talking about. Cappy wins. I'm out of tea, though, boys. All right, guys, I got to get some tea. I'll be right back. Guys, I got a huge problem. This is kind of embarrassing. I clogged the toilet earlier when I was pooping. Now it's flooding over. Guys, I gotta be back. Guys, I don't even know how long this is gonna take. But it's spilling over and it's poop water. This is not good. Guys, this is gonna be a great spot for us to wrap things up for the night. I gotta get it cleaning and take care of this toilet. I gotta like, I'm now just scooping water out of the bowl. It's bad. Guys, have a great one. I have to wrap up stream and dude, this is bad. Guys, let's get that saving. But I'm gonna have to be cleaning right now. Take care of some stuff. This is like it's spilling over and it's brown water, man. The dupes are gonna make it worse. They're gonna pee on the floor, man, because the bathroom's clogged. They're gonna be trying to clean the toilet and then they're just gonna pee their pants. It's gonna be bad. Guys, I apologize. I do got a plunger, but it's not plunging. And every time I push down, water comes out of the bowl because it's filled up that much. Something is adding water slowly, consistently. I don't know what it is. I think maybe the water from the back of the tank is slightly open and it's just siphoning in because it keeps just overflowing. But yeah, guys, I apologize, man, but shit happens. Haha, got him.